Today we're going to be making traditional beer or small beer. It's a low alcohol, probiotic, and high in vitamin beverage that was drinking traditionally by families. First, we're going to sprout 1 cup of whole grains with the husk. I used rye because that's what I was able to find, but barley would work great. Once your sprouts are drained, you're going to spread them out onto 2 sheet pans with unbleached parchment paper and dehydrate them in a 200-degree oven for about 5 hours. While those sprouts are dehydrating, you can go ahead and refresh a batch of sourdough starter. We use einkorn wheat because it's an heirloom wheat that has not been hybridized. We used to be gluten-free, but now that we discovered einkorn wheat, we're able to have sourdough and have all the benefits of sourdough. So once your sprouts are fully dehydrated, remove them from the oven and preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Once the oven is preheated, roast those grains for 5 to 10 minutes, but keep a close eye on them because they get burned very easily. Mine came out a little bit overdone. But go ahead and let your grains cool completely and then grind in something like a Vitamix, or you can use a grain grinder. You want your grind to be pretty coarse, so not too fine, like this here. Next, you're going to soak your hops in almost boiling water. So take a cup of hops and cover them with hot water, almost boiling water. Let that steep for 30 minutes. While that's steeping, you're going to combine 3 quarts of filtered water. We use reverse osmosis water. And 1 cup of that freshly fed sourdough starter. Make sure to use a container that's glass or ceramic. Don't use a metal container because we are fermenting with fresh grains and metal can disrupt the fermentation process. So use something like a gallon or something bigger container. Then you're going to add that ground grain powder to the container, as well as your soaked and drained hops. So you're going to drain off that water first. Once that's all thrown in, you're going to combine everything with a wooden utensil. So again, not metal. And just combine well. Once everything is combined, you're going to secure a cloth on top and let that sit for 4 days. So after 4 days of fermenting, go ahead and strain off the liquid. So you don't want the cloudy stuff at the bottom, just strain off the liquid part. Once that's strained off, you're going to put it into a container that can be sealed. I used a bottle with a stopper, but a jar also worked pretty well. You're going to let that ferment for 1 week in a safe place. After a week of fermenting, put the container of beer in the refrigerator overnight to cool. And then what I like to do is carbonate it. It gives it a bubbly mouthfeel, and I think it also improves the flavor. We use a soda stream, so you would put it in your soda stream bottle. Whatever other method you might use to carbonate. It gets a little messy, but you just clean it afterward and it's fine. So after that, you're ready to enjoy a nice bubbly cup of probiotic beer.